Pakistan's blasphemy brigades have come to haunt the vulnerable yet again. Years of indoctrination, wishful interpretation of religion for personal and political interests by anti-democratic forces, fanatic discourse in media and the public, indoctrination through education, teaching bigotry and extremist ideologies in madrasas. All this has led to mob lynching and killings across Pakistan. The latest being the Swat incident, and it certainly is not the last. So what happened? The lynching saga continues in Pakistan. In a shocking and brutal incident in Madyan, Swat, a man accused of desecrating the Holy Quran was savagely lynched by an enraged mob inside a police station. The chaos erupted after individuals in a local market accused the man of blasphemy, leading to his apprehension and handover to the police. As word spread, local mosques amplified the call, inciting a massive crowd to gather and storm the police station. Despite police efforts to protect the accused, the mob overpowered them, not only killing the man, but also setting his body, the police station, and a police vehicle ablaze. This harrowing event has sent shockwaves through the community, raising urgent questions about mob justice and law enforcement's ability to maintain order in such a volatile situation. Following the incident, Swat District Police Officer Dr. Zahidullah Khan reported the arrest of at least 23 individuals accused of leading the mob. The police filed 2 FIRs, that's first information reports, one against the deceased for blasphemy and another against the mob for offences including murder, arson and assaulting public servants. The charges encompass multiple sections of the Pakistan Penal Code and Anti-Terrorism Act, addressing crimes like murder, attempted murder and rioting. A joint investigation team was formed to investigate, composed of officials from various police and intelligence departments. They collected evidence leading to the arrests, and identification efforts for other suspects are ongoing. This lynching follows a similar recent incident in Sargodha, where a Christian man was accused of desecrating the Holy Quran and was attacked by a mob and later died from his injuries. Which brings me to the question, what has the Pakistani government done so far? There have been numerous cases, numerous incidents, but has the Pakistani administration acted? Well, the Pakistani minister Ahsan Iqbal condemned the lynchings that have taken place in recent times and urged the parliament to take notice of the Swat incident.
स्पीकर, मैं एक बहुत ही अहम मसले की तरफ तवज्जो दिलाना चाहता हूं, जो कि स्वात के अंदर वाकया पेश आया है और एक और मॉब लिंचिंग का वाकया, जिसके नतीजे में आज पूरी दुनिया में पाकिस्तान की जग हंसाई हो रही है और खास तौर पे हमारा हमसाया मुल्क के जहां पर मुसलमानों की भी मॉब लिंचिंग होती है, उसका मीडिया भी हमारा मजाक उड़ा रहा है। जनाब स्पीकर, ये वाकया अगर एक आइसोलेटेड वाकया होता तो शायद इसको हम दरगुजर कर सकते हैं, लेकिन एक तसलसल है। आपने देखा कि सियालकोट के अंदर इसी किस्म का वाकया पेश आया, आपने देखा जड़ावाला में इसी किस्म का वाकया हुआ, आपने देखा सरगोदा में इसी किस्म का वाकया हुआ, इचरे में इसी किस्म के वाकये से हम बच निकले। मैं खुद अपनी जाती मिसाल देना चाहता हूं कि अल्लाह ताला ने मुझे भी एक नई जिंदगी दी, जब एक ऐसे जुनूनी ने मेरी जिंदगी लेने की कोशिश की और वो गोली आज भी मेरे जिस्म में मौजूद है। मेरी आपसे ये इस्तदा है कि हमें इस ऐवान को इस वाक़े का नोटिस लेना चाहिए, चूंकि हमारा मुआशरा एक ऐसी तबाही के किनारे पे पहुंच चुका है कि जहां पर स्ट्रीट जस्टिस, मॉब लिंचिंग के जरिए हम दीन के नाम को इस्तेमाल करके आइन, कानून, रियासत के तमाम बुनियादी असूलों को पैरों तले रोंदते हैं।
In response to these events, the National Assembly passed a resolution condemning mob lynchings in Swat and Sargodha. Law Minister Azam Tarar emphasized the constitutional right to life and the need for adherence to legal processes. The resolution urged federal and provincial governments to ensure the safety of all citizens and prosecute those involved in such violent acts. It called on the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa government to take necessary actions to bring the perpetrators to justice. Defense Minister Khwaja Mohammad Asif made a strong statement against the lynching.
एक ऐसा मसला है जिसके लिए पूरी कौम का इत्तेहाद जरूरी है, मुत्तहिद होना जरूरी है। ये सिलसिला बंद होना चाहिए। मजहब के नाम पे हमारा मजहब इस बात की इजाजत नहीं देता कि हम मजहब के नाम पे ऊपर खून बहाएं, कत्लेआम करें, बेगुनाह अफराद को जो है कत्ल करें। आज तक जो है जो लोग कत्ल हुए हैं उनके मुतल्लिक कोई सबूत नहीं है कि उन्होंने खुदा नखास्ता को ब्लैस्फेमी जो है कमिट की थी। लोग जाती झगड़ों पे ब्लैस्फेमी का बहाना लगा के लोगों को कत्ल कर रहे हैं। ये इस वक्त ऐवान का जो है ये फर्ज बनता है कि मुतहद होके इस बात के ऊपर जो है कोई ना कोई अपने मौक़िफ़ का मुतहदा मौक़िफ़ का इजहार करे। सारे पाकिस्तान में ये मैसेज जाए, सारे पाकिस्तान में ये मैसेज जाए कि पाकिस्तान की कौमी असेंबली इसके ऊपर मुतहद है और इस मौका और एक मौक़िफ़ के साथ अपने अक़लीती भाइयों को, अपने ईसाई भाइयों को, अपने हिंदू भाइयों को, अपने सिख भाइयों को, अपने पारसी भाइयों का उनके हकूक़ का तहफ़्फ़ुज़ करना चाहती है। जनाब वाला, मैं दूसरा मसला जो कल अज़्म से काम का जो एपेक्स कमेटी ने, आपको पता होना चाहिए कि एपेक्स कमेटी जो है आज से 5-6 साल पहले जो है वजूद में आई, जब जो है पेशावर वाला आर्मी पब्लिक स्कूल का वाकया हुआ। उसके बाद ये कमेटी बनाई गई, उसमें पीटीआई की भी नुमाइंदगी थी, पीटीआई उसमें पार्टिसिपेट करती रही। आज जो है हम उसकी तरफ जो है एक कदम बढ़ा रहे हैं, उसको दोबारा रिवाइव कर रहे हैं, उसको लेके कबीना में जा रहे हैं, उसको कबीना में लेके जा रहे हैं। इंशाअल्लाह ताला हम इस हाउस में भी लेके आएंगे, इस हाउस में इस मौजू के ऊपर डिबेट भी करेंगे। हम कोई ऐसा कदम नहीं उठाना चाहते जिसको सियासी मुफादात के बहाना बना के उस पर्पस को, उस मौजू को जो है निशाना बनाया जा सके। अगर इनका कोई एतराज है तो इंशाअल्लाह ताला जब ये मसला इस हाउस में आएगा तो इंशाअल्लाह ताला ये भी उस पर बोल सकते हैं। लेकिन ये लोग जो है अपने कल्चर का जो है, अपनी असलियत का जो है मुजाहरा कर रहे हैं कि इनकी एक्चुअली सियासी औकात क्या है। गाली के साथ सियासत करना चाहते हैं, तशद्दुद के साथ सियासत करना चाहते हैं।
Joining me now in an exclusive conversation is Faraz Parvez. He's a Pakistani Christian living in exile in another country out of Pakistan because there are blasphemy laws that are he's accused of blasphemy, and that's why the FIA has slapped him with charges. We will talk to him about the unprecedented number of FIRs that are there against Faraz. Faraz, thank you so much for joining us here on India Today Global. Let's begin, Faraz, with what you've had to suffer. We have just reported on the lynching, the mob lynching of a tourist in Swat. And there are numerous instances of the blasphemy laws being applied to people and then those people being killed, lynched. You've escaped Pakistan. How bad is the situation when it comes to blasphemy laws in Pakistan?
Well, right now living in Pakistan under accusation of blasphemy is extremely difficult and dangerous due to the society and the legal implications associated with such an accusation.
Right. How much did you have to suffer, Faraz, because you were also there? How many FIRs were against you and why?
Well, according to BBC report 2017 on 22nd of December, when the under trial in the court, High Court of Islamabad High Court, in the court of Justice Shaukat Aziz, the DG Director of FIA informed the court that there were 12,000 blasphemy applications against me and my friends, those whom we are on exile. And FIA Pakistan was in contact with the Interpol to arrest me and other my companions.
Right. Faraz, how bad is the situation when it comes to politicians? We see so many promises being made. After the Swat incident, the National Assembly of Pakistan also passed a resolution. But do you see political will in really changing how these blasphemy laws work?
The problem is the politicians are not ready to speak on the floor, because unless their own kids will not be accused of blasphemy, they would not understand how harsh and how difficult it is for the person who is accused of false blasphemy accusations. Because they do not want to speak against those radical Islamic groups, because if they speak against them or they take any legal action against them, they are going to lose their political power and they are going to lose their vote banks. So these political parties use all these radical Islamic groups against their rivals. We have seen in the past that Imran Khan was accused of blasphemy by Maryam Nawaz, she is the now head of the Punjab province. So she was directly accusing him of blasphemy. We have seen very clearly. We have many examples here. We have seen when, if you remember, when Sir Salman Taseer was assassinated by his own personal security guard, Mumtaz Qadri.
Yes.
And when it comes to the Interior Minister, that time, Rahman Malik directly commented on this, that if I would be in the situation of Mumtaz Qadri, I would be going to do the same act that Qadri did. So these politicians, they are, you know, they don't want to change the scenario and the situation. Especially they know that if we're going to speak against the blasphemy laws, the radical groups and the Islamic political right wings, they are going to protest against them. We have seen already at the D Chowk, where the TLP was brought to the roads of Pakistan and against the PMLN. So every party, they use this tool against their rivals. So they're not ready, they are not serious to amend this law. But actually in Pakistan, there is a need to de-radicalization. Unless you do not de-radicalize that society or de-Islamization, then there is no changes are coming there. No peace would be there.
That's a very important point you make. Go ahead, Faraz.
Sorry?
I said go ahead. That's a very important point you're making.
Yes. So if you look at the Pakistan blasphemy laws, prescribe as several penalties, including death penalties for the certain offense, and huge cases you've seen since 2017 until today. Thousands of cases were registered blasphemy against innocent people of its countries, but all of these cases were registered on the personal vendettas and the personal score to settle their personal score against Christians, Hindus, Ahmadiyas, and Al-Shia. And now the big number has been registered against their own people. And nobody wants to speak against this.
Right.
There is no need. There is no need of any kind of evidence, no argument. You just brandish your finger that this person commit the blasphemy of burning Quran against Muhammad. The mob is going to gather without knowing anything.
Absolutely.
And they are going to lynch you in the name of Allah, Quran, and Muhammad. And
Absolutely which is right for us. This is exactly, in all probability, what has happened in Swat. The man was accused by a few, was taken into custody, then the word spread, the mosques called out for punishment for him, and the mob then gathered outside the police station. What was your first reaction when you heard of the Swat incident or the Sialkot incident?
Okay. Sialkot, when the Sialkot incident happened, the Priyanta Kumara, he was Sri Lankan citizen. He was a manager at that factory in the sports city. What happened? TLP, radical Muslims, they're follower of TLP. They were working over there, and he just stopped them when they take a leave for going to offer their prayer outside the factory. When the time is just for the prayer 15 minutes and you are finishing your prayer in 2.5 hours, 3 hours, and coming back, and because of your of this, escape from your work,
Exactly.
the other worker have to do the work of your part. So he just told them to please give attention to your work, and then the TLP radicals, they mob lynched there without any evidence. This is the same pattern, and the same incident happened when the call was made to rescue police 15. Immediately, police responded. Police reached at the spot. Police rescued the Swat innocent victim. They took him to the police station. When at the police station, the police officer investigate him. He asked him, "Are you a Muslim?" And he said that, "Alhamdulillah, मैं एक सुन्नी मुसलमान हूँ, अहले हदीस हूँ." He just answered him, and he said that how is possible that I cannot burn the
Yes.
Quran, and this is my belief and faith, the part of my belief.
Yes,
Then,
absolutely.
instead of taking him to the safe place, police kept him there for more than an hour. Allegedly, I'm saying more than an hour he was there. So then the radical mob, the vigilantes, when they attacked there, only 8 or 10 police personnel were there. They were helpless against those radical extremely who were who were fully radicalized today, that we are going to kill this blasphemer who blaspheme against the Quran. But no one presented evidence over there. No one saw that the Quran was actually burned or not. Even no one demanded any argument, and no one accepted any explanation from that person. His wife and daughters were watching, and they were crying, and nobody knows until that where were his daughters, his wife, and what happened to them. And
Right.
even after the mob, they attacked brutally. They shoot him in the police station, and police was helpless over there. The police run from there, left him behind.
Right.
And they just unclothe him, drag his naked body all the roads, and get him to the roundabout. And they did inhuman act. They are not human beings. They
Right.
are zombies. They are totally these radical Muslims are totally, they are brainwashed. They have no idea who they are and for what honor and for what they are doing. They have no respect for any human being. Even people, when you are walking there, people are afraid to express their faith in front of the Pakistanis. When they brandish their finger and they accuse you and kill you at the spot,
Right.
nobody can, save your life.
Right. For us, before I let you go, you are a Pakistani Christian living in exile. Do you ever hope, is your family also with you, and do you ever hope that things will change in Pakistan and you'll be able to go back
Hello?
to your homeland?
Well, ma'am, I cannot go back, return to Pakistan, because, as I already explained you, there are more than 12,000 blasphemy FIRs against me. And even the state of Pakistan issued the perpetual arrest warrant against me, which is the first ever in the history of Pakistan in 76 years. And now on the 8th of January 2021, the government of Pakistan, the first class anti-terrorism court, issued the perpetual arrest warrant against me, and there is $500,000 my head bounty by difficult radical Islamic group and individuals. TLP recently issued my head bounty on 26th of May 2024. Recently, and I am on their radar. And especially the situation is when upon arrival, there is definitely extrajudicial killing, and what state will do to me? State will arrest me, put me behind the bar. Before that, these radical groups, they are definitely going to come for me, to kill me and my mob lynching and my family. And the vigilantes in Pakistan, vigilant justice. There have been numerous instances where individuals accused of the blasphemy have been targeted by the mob violence. Even unproven accusation can lead to attack and kills by vigilantes and the radical Islamic group. The stigma and the isolation, accuse individuals and their families often face social and the huge the stigma and the fear, the social isolation can affect their ability to live normal lives. And we have seen on 25th of May 2024 what happened in Sargodha. That family, they are displaced internally in their homeland, and now they are running to find out the place for to save their life. And the main social connections, you are totally boycott over there, and the threats and intimidation. People, when you are there, people accused of blasphemy, along with their lawyers, judges, and even the community supporting them, frequently receive the threats and face intimidation. This creates the climate of the fear and insecurity. No one is secure there because psychological effects are there, and those whom are still there, who were accused of blasphemy, they're behind the bars. Their cases are too long, and the judges are afraid to release them, even without any proofs against them. Judges have fear because if they give them this verdict in the favor of accused, then the radical political party are going to kill them. Nobody is going to save their life. And because when you are accused, that the government of Pakistan is not going to issue you the passport, which is your constitutional right. They stop your all rights. Mental health are there always also concerned. And the constant fear, social ostracism, and the prolonged and the legal uncertainties, and the contributes to the significant mental health issues that face over there, including anxiety, depression, and too many problems. So for me, if you're talking about me to go back and living Pakistan, it is impossible because I am wanted by the state and individuals. TLP issues my head bounty. Jamaatul Dawa, Hafiz Muhammad organization, Hafiz Muhammad Said, the Mumbai mastermind, the terror attacks behind that terror attacks, that organization already issued my head bounty. Tanzeem Ahl-e-Sunnat already issued my head bounties. Jamaat Islami issued the death fatwa against me. So there is no any chances for me to go back and live. And I don't want to go there in that sick mental Islamic society. So again, living in Pakistan under an accusation of blasphemy is, it's very difficult, and it's going to be like you should kill yourself going back. So this is what I want to say. I cannot go back.
Right. Faraz Parvez, thank you so much for joining us here on India Today Global. Thank you. That's the fear of persecution that people actually are faced with in Pakistan. Should you be on the wrong side of the radical groups, you could wrongly be accused of blasphemy and then lose your life. That's the fear that Parvez and the likes of Farhan Parvez suffer and have suffered in Pakistan.